Boys, what's going on? We got a problem today. The problem is that I am a giant cuck. And it's always because I take too much size. Right? Like, I was up big on the day, like $700. Well, at the time it was $700. And I was willing to risk like 2/3 of that, like $400-500 on this trade on the SPY or the SPX, sorry. I'm a little flustered. This just happened. So let's just go over it. I was watching this breakout all day. We were making a nice flag. I actually tried it short right here. I thought we were going to break down. We were holding. I got stopped out around here. And typically when I get stopped out, it means the flip side is a good trade. So I was really looking for an entry, and I hadn't gotten an entry yet anywhere in here. So if we go to a bigger time frame, I tried to get as close as I could to this candle of an entry right in here. This is like the end of the day. I was looking for a bigger squeeze, and I got the squeeze. I just sold so freaking early. Look at this. And yeah, you're gonna see the you're gonna see the gain and be like, boo-hoo, but my average sell was at, where does it say here? Like 320, 335, and it went to 6. I would have pretty much tripled this if I had just relaxed, had appropriate size, and just held to my target. I sold early. I sold early. That's all there is to it. If we go to the SPY here, so again, let's try to make this a useful video. Sorry, a little flustered. So let's look at the pattern. So we were building the flag. We broke the high of day right here. I was looking for a good re-entry. There was no moving averages there at the time, so I looked on a bigger time frame, and I caught it on the 15-minute setup here as we came back down and we tried to retest the previous candle's high. I've said that a million times. I had a very, very tight risk, but that risk still would have stopped me out for about $400. And that's more risk than I take on any trade, pretty much any trade. So I was swinging for the fences, but then I didn't even hold for the home run. I got first base, and I took it all off, pretty much. It's right here. Right in this candle, right here. And then they rocketed. So this is a really good example of have a system and follow the system for your risk. Okay? If I had been in with my $200 risk, I probably would have made at least the same, if not more money, because I would have been able to hold on to more contracts longer. But with the size that I had, I think it was like 7 contracts or 6 contracts, the spreads at times were $1. So that's like $100. So as we're coming up here, I'm thinking, oh man, I don't want to lose these gains. But that's not following the system. That's trading the P&L. So that's what happened on the SPX today. I took a loser and a winner. Now, I also tried Tesla, and I got stopped out at the bottom because I took it too early. Honestly, I was getting a little FOMO on Tesla, but I did keep it to almost a 1-hour loss. No problems with that. I should have been taking it here at the gap fill or either of these two areas, the gap start or the gap close, and that would have been an awesome spot to be taking the position. But instead, I was stopping out at this area. I just bought in. There was no real setup here. That was my own mistake. I can't remember what I saw. I must have seen a moving average or something, but that was Tesla. And then BIND. Let's go over BIND. Massive win on BIND as well. All I was doing was longing the gap close, the 30-minute chart, the 60-minute chart. Look at this gap close right here. Yesterday's close. There's a gap. Boom. On this wick, I was filled a little bit sooner, I think, around here. Filled on the wick, and then I added as we came down, and then I was just selling all the way up. I took 2 separate strikes, and good targets are high of day, pre-market highs, the previous day's highs, and there was a trend line that I had here. I thought we were going to break out of the trend line, but we didn't, and I got stopped out on the way down. This is a trend line I drew from January the 14th, which was the high of the recent move. So we came right up to that trend line and got rejected. Now, I do think this can go further, but I had to stop out due to my risk. Let's show the contracts. Sorry, I didn't show the contracts the other day, and someone pointed it out. So I will show you the contracts here. I was adding. I told you I took 1 add here. This was for the most size, and I took another add on the way up, and then I was selling, selling, selling. Honestly, that was a beautiful trade. I couldn't add when it came back down because I withdrew money last night, and then it came out today, but then as it came out, it like screwed up the account balance, so I couldn't add in here. It said I didn't have enough money in the account, but I clearly do. I don't know what the hell was going on there. But still, if I had added there, I would have been selling that piece up here. So instead, I just held on, and I gave back a decent amount of gains, unrealized, when I had to stop out right here. So SPY, or did I go over the whole trade there? Entry, exit. My risk would have been the low of day right here, or around $100, whichever one hit first. But I pretty much bought the bottom of that, so that was good. That was entry, exit, management, trend lines, setups, all of that good stuff. And then finally, VT. I tried to trade a penny stock today, and this is what happened. Apparently the writing was on the wall. Apparently this was a very easy short, but I was buying here as we came down to these levels here. It was a support line that I'd gotten from the daily, 350. So I said, okay, I'm gonna risk around 345, 340. I had a great entry. I thought this dip here was, sorry, let me reset it here. I thought this dip here was the dip buy. So I tried to get as close as I could to the next best dip buy, and I thought I had a beautiful entry. I thought we were going to continue higher, but we just went down and down, and I was like, okay, we've bounced off the level now. Now we're going to go higher. But penny stocks are junk, and this thing is a piece of, it's a big turd, is what it is. So it kept going down, and eventually I just had to stop out. I didn't respect my 1R. My 1R was right here. It was like right at this level. I should have stopped out here, not an extra 15 cents lower, which caused me to lose over 2R. So I'm upset about that. I'm upset about being a cuck on the SPX. But an awesome green day. Like, I'm not going to complain about what I made today at all because it's crazy. But I try not to think about the P&L. I think about the process. Like, I'm used to these swings now of hundreds of dollars or $1,000. I'm used to that. I just want to trade better. And I'm just noticing all these mistakes. So these are the emotions I'm going through. That's what happened today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that was useful. Please let me know if you have any questions about options. I will try to answer them, or the setups on the higher time frames. Peace.